So this video is late. Hey guys, my name is Serena. Welcome back to my channel. So, last week was the first week of spring 2017. I can't believe it's almost April. Do you remember this video? Well, if you've known my channel or have been subscribed to my channel for a while, maybe you'll remember it, or maybe not. But anyway, this was my winter break TBR. And what month is it? March. Better late than never. Today I'm going to talk about the 4 books I talked about in that video. Well, I haven't read all of them in the winter break. I read them throughout the whole winter. The important thing is that I've read them. The first book that I finished was City of Bones. And I do not have a physical copy of this book, but I gave it 4 stars. Probably would have liked it more if I read it while I was younger. But anyway, I did really enjoy it. I know, because I've heard a lot about this series. I am probably one of the very few people who hasn't read it, but I've heard that it gets better. So yeah, I will be continuing on with this series. It is a little bit cheesy, but very enjoyable. And I know that probably everybody knows what this series is about, but if you don't, it's about this girl named Clary who one night goes into a club and sees a group of kids who kill a demon. She figures out that the only one who can see these people is her. And there is a reason why for that, and you should read the book to figure it out. Next, I read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have the book. Here it is. So, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I loved this book. Gave it 4.5 stars. And I've talked about it a lot, kinda, in my How I Rate books. Every example I made was about this book. It is about this girl named Farah. They live in a world where fairies exist, so it's a fantasy world. And one day she kills a fairy, which she wasn't supposed to do. So she gets in trouble. I hear that Agamov is even better, so can't wait to read it. Oh, and by the way, I probably pronounced like every name wrong. Rhysand? Lucian? I was pronouncing those names Rhysand and Lucian. The struggle. Then I read P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I am not gonna talk about this book. The only thing that I'm going to say is that I gave it 3.5 stars. And the reason why I'm not gonna talk about this book is because I have a full review about it, and I'll be linking the video down below so you can go check it out if you want to. And lastly, the book that was on that TBR that I said I was going to read during the winter break, but I read this month, is The Infinite Sea by Ricky Enzi. I gave this book 3 stars. I enjoyed it less than The Fifth Wave because I felt that not very much happened. The point of view still confused me because in this book there are, I think, 2 other points of view that in the first book weren't there. So at first I was very confused again. I found out that I prefer books with only 1 point of view. But anyway, I enjoyed it the same. Especially the middle part when there was the most action, you know, with Pound Cake and Grace. I won't spoil anything, but if you've read this book, you know what I mean. I really enjoyed the dialogues with Cassie and Evan. They were fun. But then in the second part, things became more thought-provoking. The whole second part of this book was from the point of view of Ringer. I thought it was slower because it was more thought-provoking. The whole metaphor with the rats, etc. I guess I have to read the 3rd book to get what's going on. And I recommend these books to everyone. I mean, they're all different genres. We have an end of the world, dystopian, sci-fi kind of book, a fantasy book, a contemporary, and I think City of Bones is a YA urban fantasy. Other than these books, I read a couple of books for school. I think I'm going to make seasonal TBRs and not monthly, especially during this period in which I am at school. So probably next week I will be uploading my spring TBR. I hope to enjoy this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
I've been living in the darkness, shadows of my apartment, heartless, taking love just to spill it on a parchment. Next page and I'm out again.